What's good, everybody? It's Lucky. I hope y'all been taking care of yourselves. I know I have. I've been grinding religiously. Man, I give glory to God. But yeah, man, I've been grinding. That's why y'all haven't seen me in a minute. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to give you a life update. I'm here to provide value. So today, I will be addressing and answering a subscriber asked question. Let's get into it. So, a subscriber asked, "Good evening, bro. Low key, I need some advice. So recently, I woke up from a very long nap of taking things as they come. And I'm not gonna lie, from experience, I don't usually stay awake for too long. So I need your opinion. What do I need to do to stay awake forever? I think you'll understand what I mean. What do I need to do to stay awake forever? Now, he's not talking about literally staying awake. He's talking about metaphorically being in control, being intentional. I appreciate you for asking this question, bro. Before I go ahead and address it, let me go ahead and paint a picture for people who still may not understand what the entire, perspective is of you. In simple terms, I want you to imagine that you move to a new city and now you're looking to explore, right? Because I'm from Houston, and if I move to Atlanta or Miami, I'm not going to know anywhere. I'm not going to know any moves. I'm not going to know where to work out, where to eat food at, where to get books at, where to hang out with millionaires. I ain't going to know a damn thing. So I got to explore. So I got to be the passenger in the vehicle, and I got to let the vehicle go all around the city, showing me any and everything. I got to do that, and that's okay. What people get twisted is they recognize that they're new to an environment or they're new to something, and their ultimate goal is to learn so they don't have to be a passenger anymore. What people do incorrectly is they stay that passenger forever, right? Like if I'm in Dallas or if I'm in Atlanta or Miami or LA for like 2 weeks, that's all the time that I need to really figure out what's what, where is where. You feel me? People live a life asleep or a life of passivity whenever they stay in the passenger seat forever, or whenever they make the decision to live their life in the passenger seat, to just let shit come and just go with the flow. That's a very detrimental mentality because you are going with the flow and you're living a life of mediocrity. While the people that you look up to and the people that you aspire to be, they made very rash decisions. They took crazy risks. They were the drivers of their vehicle. And they made sure that everything that they were doing aligned with their ultimate goals and it slingshotted them to their ultimate destination. There's a difference. And I believe that it's such a double standard when people say that they have goals and dreams to be somewhere, to be someone, to do something, but their mentality, their habits, the shit that they do on a day-to-day basis does not align with that at all. That's not divine alignment. But to make the metaphor short, whenever you're living a life of being asleep, you are stuck as that passenger forever. It doesn't matter that you've been in this new city for years. You're still a passenger. You still don't know what you want. You still don't know nothing. Nah. I don't want none of y'all who support me to live a life like that, right? I mean, I'd be miserable. But when you make the conscious decision to be the driver of your life, I'm telling you, it feels different. You're playing on a different level, on a different frequency, right? All you did was make the decision to go where you wanted to go. Now, if you're somebody who's a passenger, how can you use being a passenger to your advantage? How can you never be in the position that you are at currently? I appreciate you for asking. I believe using being a passenger as a stepping stone is the secret to your success, right? People use being a passenger as their primary vehicle, as their ultimate avenue to getting them to their ultimate goal. But that's incorrect, right? You have to be very strategic, and you have to use being a passenger as kind of as a decoy, right? Like as a college student, all I got to do is say, hit up somebody, hey man, I would love to pick your mind. My name is Lucky and I'm a blah 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 mechanical engineering student. But my ultimate goal is to run multiple companies and be a serial entrepreneur. I'm just a college bro. It's literally just something that you can use to your advantage to kind of get what you want. So you need to use being a passenger to your advantage so you can be able to extrapolate different experiences that you've gotten and use them to say, okay, I've experienced X, Y, and Z. Now, what do I like about each of these experiences? What do I don't like about each of these experiences? You see how the mentality switches? You see how instead of looking at being a passenger as this is the only thing that I can afford or this is the only thing that I could use because of where I'm at in my life, you see how switching that mentality to I'm gonna use this situation that I'm currently in to my advantage because I may not know where I want to go, but I know that success is the ultimate goal for me. So I'm gonna use being a passenger to learn more about myself, which will allow for me to understand what my ultimate goal is. Does that make sense? So, subscriber, I think in order for you to stay away forever, you need to start using being a passenger intentionally. You need to stop being passive. And passive is a word that people love to use. Passive income, passive income. I'm not even gonna get into that, but there's no such thing as passive income, right? The amount of money you make from passive income is astronomically smaller compared to the amount of money that you make from being active in your business or active in your investments. But that's besides the point. I wanna see y'all succeed. And if you feel like you're asleep right now, I believe you need to just start being intentional and start asking yourself critical questions as a passenger. Why you experience all these different things? Start asking yourself the critical questions that the most successful version of yourself would receive. So yeah, just wanted to give y'all some value. You feel me? It's a beautiful day in Aggieland. We out here we're not chilling, you know what I'm saying, but we vibing. I'm trying to live every life or every day like it's my last. Cause at the end of the day, life is too short. You feel me? Some new content coming soon. I want to talk to y'all more about trading. I also want to show y'all my life and my perspective. I truly believe that success can be achieved. I truly believe that success is obtainable for a lot of people. I just believe that it's also a decision that you have to make with your own self. And if you're not willing to make that decision, I can't do nothing for you. But I wish y'all the best of luck. Once again, I want to see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Never look down on anybody unless you're willing to give them a hand to help them up. It's Lucky, and I'm out.